Howard Hartenbaum from August Capital. You just said to me you're still alive. That made you smile.
Well, no, I was still alive, and you asked me how the interview was going. And, you know, I'm a naturally...
reticent, shy.
Perhaps.
Well, VCs shouldn't be reticent. You should be showing off. Now, Howard, I have another hard question for you. I asked you what mobile was, and I think we came up with a very good answer. What about this relationship between mobile and social? Is all mobile social? Is all social mobile?
So social means different things to different people, and I think it's still being formulated what social will mean, and that depends on the applications or the solutions that are being provided. So on mobile, you know, Facebook is the most downloaded application that's being used, and if you walk down the street and you see somebody with their mobile opened, you know, I would say 70% of the people I notice are, you know, sitting on the side of the street in Palo Alto, which is where I spend most of my time, are sitting there holding their device and they're looking at Facebook and doing something. So yeah, that's social. I mean, they're wondering what their friends are doing, they're following that, they're, you know, putting information and sharing it and adding in with their friends. Yes, in terms of a lot of new innovations that are coming out, you know, Instagram, Tango, some that were on stage before at your conference, I would say yes, a lot of the stuff is very social. That's not to say there's really, you know, fundamentally interesting applications that are coming out that have nothing to do with social whatsoever. One of the more interesting mobile applications I saw recently was a company called Azumio, where you turn the application on, you hold the phone over your finger, the camera on the phone over your finger. Through the camera, it detects your pulse and the frequency, the evenness of the frequency between the pulse of your body, and determines your stress level as a result. And that application is selling very well, and people like it, and investors are investing in it. And that's not social at all, but it's taking advantage of the technology of the phone to do something which was not possible before.
Is August Capital still investing in social businesses?
So August Capital, we will invest in interesting companies and interesting businesses, but we do not segment based on market. We are opportunistic. We don't look for clean tech or biotech or medical tech or nanotech or social. We just look for interesting companies that are filling a value proposition.
A lot of people, though, are saying that the social boom now is in danger or the bubble is in danger of popping. Is that fair?
I think that the word social is incredibly overused. It was one of those words like viral marketing, which was incredibly overused to the point where people didn't really know what it meant anymore. And I think at that level, yes, everybody, you know, every entrepreneur, 90% of the entrepreneurs who have an application that has something that could be construed as a social function, like a share button in it, will have in their pitch, we are social this or social that. And frankly, I think myself and many VCs are tired of hearing that as, you know, we're the social version of this. We care about what is the value proposition, what is the use case, and why do people care about it, not if it's social or not social.
Is there a better word than social?
I think on a case-by-case basis, there's always a better word than the standard buzzword that everybody's using that has different meanings to everybody.
Any suggestions for one?
Not to blanket. I think it depends on a case-by-case basis.
But you like mobile. That's a word that you still has value in your mind.
Yeah, mobile construes location, you know, at the moment, easily accessible, you know, use in all situations as opposed to being tied to a situation. Mobile is an extremely useful word.
In a couple of years, when every business that gets pitched to you is described as mobile, you think you may have changed your tune?
I think in a couple of years, the word will probably be gone because every business will be mobile or have a heavy mobile component to it.
So perhaps even the idea of having a mobile-first conference or a mobile-first discussion is moot. Everything is mobile.
For the most part. Well, it depends on the type of business. You know, mobile sort of assumes there's a consumer aspect to it, but not every business is a consumer aspect. And we see lots of enterprise businesses, and mobile may or may not be relevant as a word to describe those businesses. But I think in Silicon Valley and companies like TechCrunch, which have a heavy consumer focus to it, or conferences like Mobile Crunch Up, for example, for the most part, people assume that we're talking about consumer businesses, but that is not always the case.